Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my unboxing of the Compendium of Constellations, a cosmic oracle deck by Claire Goodchild of Black and the Moon. This is an easy-to-read oracle deck containing keywords directly on the card faces to allow for quick and intuitive messages. Included in this deck are 88 constellation cards and 2 star cluster cards, all contained in a sturdy 2-piece rigid box. Also in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Claire's other astrology deck, the Arcana of Astrology, her mass market deck. We're going to quickly look at both just to answer the question for those who want to know, how do these decks differ? All right, so let's get to a musical flip through of this deck, and I'll meet you on the other side. you enjoyed that musical flip through of the Compendium of Constellations, a cosmic oracle deck. Now you may be wondering, if you have the mass market deck, the Arcana of Astrology by Claire Goodchild, do you need this deck? And my answer is, well, I don't know if you need it, but they are two completely different decks. Now, let me show you why. Well, first you noticed that the new Compendium of Constellations, which is, I believe, a reissue of Compendium of Constellations that she released a few years ago. Now, let me know in the comments below if you saw any differences if you have the original deck. Okay, this is, to my knowledge, a reissue. So there's no guidebook. There's just keywords on the bottom. Now, this deck comprises mostly of constellations and some zodiac cards and a couple of star cluster cards. This deck has a lot more. Well, it's more diverse. It doesn't really have any constellations, but it has a bunch of other stuff. There's 88 cards in here. There's 54 cards in the Arcana of Astrology, and they are completely different decks. The only thing similar, the only overlapping cards are the zodiac cards. Now, with the mass market Arcana of Astrology, you know, you get this nice book, and I've taken the cards out, that is very beginner friendly if you're just wanting to dip your toes. Now, I have a full unboxing of this, and I'll try to remember to link it up above or below in the comment section. But these two decks are both completely different. And like I said, the only overlapping cards you get are the zodiac cards. With the Arcana of Astrology, you're going to get 2 cards for the eclipses, so solar and lunar. You're going to get the planets, all the planet cards. You're going to get cards for the moon phases. You're also going to get an ascendant card. You're going to get the zodiac cards, the asteroid cards, and cards for all the houses, 1st through 12th. Okay, so you get all that in the mass market Arcana of Astrology. So you really don't get any of all the constellations that are in the constellation cards that are in the Compendium of Constellation deck. In the Compendium of Constellations, you get a total of 88 cards, all the constellations with a keyword. Now, you don't get keywords in the cards for the the Arcana of Astrology. You just get what the card is. But you do get a keyword because there is no guidebook, which you do get with the mass market Arcana of Astrology. So you get all the constellations, you get the zodiac cards, and you get star cluster cards in the Compendium of Constellations. So what I want to do right here is just do a really super short flip through of the zodiac cards, because those are the only cards that really overlap in both decks, and we'll see how they differ. All right, I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, so we see basically just a change in coloring of the palette. And of course, in the Compendium of Constellations, you get a keyword because there is no guidebook. So, and of course, you notice the main difference here. We've got a difference in size. This is more, the Compendium of Constellations is more pocket size, whereas the Arcana of Astrology is a standard tarot size card. The cardstocks are very different. This, I would say, the Compendium of Constellation is more of like a nice make playing cards cardstock. If you have Claire Goodchild's Memento Mori Oracle, I would say, yeah, it's that cardstock. Whereas this, the Arcana of Astrology, is more, you know, a little bit more matte, more papery, but it's a decent cardstock for a mass market deck by this publisher. This is what the new Antique Anatomy Tarot is in. So yeah, this is definitely better cardstock, more bend, more pliable, but this is a lot better than the original Antique Anatomy. Well, that concludes my unboxing of the Compendium of Constellations with a added side-by-side look with the differences between it and Claire Goodchild's The Arcana of Astrology. Do you need both decks? Well, that depends. They are completely different decks. And like I said, the only overlapping cards are those zodiac cards. So different purposes, you can use them in different ways. I would like to know, if you have the original Compendium of Constellations, how do you see it differs from this new edition? I will leave a link below if this deck is still available. I don't know as I'm filming this. I know that she, you know, prints her decks in small batches because she's a small indie creator, whereas this, her mass market offering for a astrology deck, yeah, you can get this on Amazon, your local bookstore, very easily and very economically. This, I believe I paid $36 for, I want to say, something like that. So it's up to you if you think having both decks in your collection is worth it. I'd like to know your opinions concerning both decks. If you found any value to this video, please consider hitting a like, a subscribe, or even that new super thanks button I have. All right, that's all I have for today. And with that, I will leave you to get on with your beautiful day. Bye for now.